Welcome to the next episode of My Name James. This is a mini series within the GorillaSquadCast that is hosted by yours truly, James Hodson, also known as Stryder. Today's episode of My Name James takes a different turn with a lot of crazy events. Let's just say that today's episode will lead us into something that will be very, very interesting. Thanks for tuning in to the GorillaSquadCast, and let's get it started. My Name James, Episode 2, Daybreak. I open my eyes as the sun glimpses into it in small shards of filtered light. Groaning. Ugh. I turn over, hoping it was still 6 a.m. 6 a.m.? Shit, I'm late! As I vaulted up out of my slumbered state, I threw myself together, ran upstairs past my grandmother, who gasped at my pace, grabbed my skateboard and cruised down the hill like my life depended on it. Ignoring traffic and flying down the 60-degree angled nightmare my New England town road is, not even vaguely thinking of the strange dream I had last night. Angry drivers blare on the horn, like I was breaking the law or something by skating down a two-way road at the ass crack of dawn. I don't see the big deal. It then hit me. No, not literally. I didn't get hit by a fucking truck, you assholes. I mean, it hit me that these people were likely late too, and that made it even more intense. Acting like my skate down the hill even remotely compares to the likely 30-minute commute these people are about to embark upon, I snapped out of my thought train and realized I was now carving down this hill like a suburban snowboarder, going too fast to have fears of the wipeout. Mind you, I was a younger man at this point, and the consequences of what I was doing felt minimal. After all, I've lived here my whole life. These people know who I am, so they shouldn't be surprised. I see out the corner of my teared-up, frozen eyes a black SUV with a New York plate fly past me down the road in a hurry. "Go back to the city, you cuck!" I shouted as the New Englander in me said it as if it were some cry for independence, much like 1776 or something. I don't know. Anyway, man, I was just hitting the fucking final stretch of the road to my feeble minimum wage job at Dunkin' Donuts, like any other day that I wake up too late, when I approach a row of police cars with flashing lights flickering. It was just beyond the corner, so this had snuck up on me faster than I anticipated. It kind of forced me to jump off my board and chase it into the side of the road. Once I had re-wielded my chosen transport, I tried to sneak a glance at the scene of the supposed crime. All I could see was a strange, damaged chunk of white-painted scrap metal with what looked like stenciled numbers in gray paint, reading PCC Drone 1530. What in the hell? I asked myself as I walked past the scene. Sirens from additional police could be heard in the distance. This was a great example of I'm minding my own damn business. This was exhibited here from yours truly as I hopped back on my board to my menial job, which was now less than a minute away. "6:10 a.m. Anthony!" At this time, I was known as Anthony. "What the fuck, man? You're 10 minutes late, bro! Come on!" These words are from a man. But not just any man. This man was my store manager, Abello, a husky man from Morocco with a heart of gold. but tired as all hell, with eye bags the color of cement. You can't just come in here, that's fucking late, man! Abello, what's up, bro? How's it going? I stupidly said in jest, as my lack of genuine care for this job was on full display here. Sorry I'm late, man. I woke up late. Come on, bro! This is crazy! He shouted. All while my coworkers gazed at me in a definitely not judgy way. I help you out, bro. Here's the door, man. Just stay home. Fuck you, man. Come on. He's yelling, but I'm smiling. 'Cause I know that he won't fire me. He never does. Because he needs me. And we both know that. Another busy morning shift here at Dunkin' Donuts. And not many keep this job for that exact reason. It's a lot like a game of chess, with who has the most metaphorical pieces held at each other in some sort of complicated, beautiful balance of contempt. Anyway, I clock in, begin my shift like usual, go through my day drinking more espresso than any man should, clock out and leave, and dial my homeboy Brandon. Just wondering what kind of things we can get into later on, should we assemble the crew. Also known at the time as, drum roll please, the Oogies. About the Oogies. We were a group of misfits that formed together like an autistic Voltron, spreading idiocy wherever we went. Most of us were based in this town, while some others were all over the state, kinda like a good flea infestation on a dog. Just everywhere, you know? Yeah. Says Brandon, answering after only 2 rings. Which is, pretty fucking cool, because nowadays I call him and go straight to voicemail. Not straight, but, give him a good 30 rings. He wants to act like he's too busy. Oh, look at me. My name Brandon. I do things. Anyway, ironically, I'm also that guy now because I'm fucking busy. So, Brandon answers after only 2 rings. What's the wild man up to? I asked, with Brandon telling me that the wild man was still working at Bev World for the day. Shit. Okay. So we soon sorted out the details and arranged an urban exploration that evening. Brandon. Wild man. Paper. Pirate. And one James. Perfect, I thought, as we were at the site of the urban exploration, strapping on our headlamps and putting on masks. For dust, come on. It's not this takes place before all that shit, come on. Let's be realistic, folks. The air was frigid. It was pitch black. Not a star in the sky. Anyone else notice there's no crickets or anything? Paper asked, as the sticks under everyone's feet cracked, as we shuffled along. No one seems to notice this, as they were too busy joking around about whose balls were smaller in present moment. I mean, it was really fucking cold. Deadass, G. We approached the abandoned structure, knowing the haunting rumors surrounding it. Likely made up by some mentally ill lunatics in the surrounding towns. Fuck them ghost hoes! I shouted, being the absolutely dumbest in this group at this precise moment. I was completely and quickly shushed, and I promptly shut the fuck up. Once we got to the door, to the building, we realized the fuckery of the situation that we were in. The cold air was cutting, much like a knife, and going through our thermal gear like it had dropped a good 20 degrees once we entered the structure. The noise now was quieter and isolated, with complete darkness aside from our headlamps leading the way. Man, this shit is awesome! Pirate exclaimed and fucking ran into the building. Fast as fuck, I mean, seriously fast. This dude, like, I like Sonic the Hedgehog, like, on, like, crack. Okay? He dragged along his ridiculously baggy pants. I mean, you know, Junko jeans, right? So you could see the light from his head bobbing, and it you know, and he was just going, man. You could even hear the chains from his Junko jeans rattling down the corridor. And then it stopped. Just as soon as it started. No noise. As a matter of fact, it was the exact opposite of noise. Complete silence. This closes out today's episode of My Name James. Also, you know, as a mini series on the GorillaSquadCast by yours, hosted by yours truly. I'm having a stroke. Thank you. Thank you for being here today. And I just wanted everybody to know that I have a link tree up, so you can find other content from me, including streams, on there. And also, peep the last podcast I did a couple of days ago. I'm doing a double this week. That's my buddy Eli on there. Definitely go check that out. And thank you for coming in today and checking this out. Tune in next time, and we will see what happens. Gorilla Squad, out.